The colonizer always, in all situations, suppresses the language or the languages of the colonized. Let's look at how we came to be made to feel negative about our languages, or even how we came to be made to believe that our languages are the cause of division among us. Can you see even the very idea that what is our own is enemy to us, and what is not ours is what is a friend to us, or rather, what is ours disunites us, what is not ours brings us together. It's a kind of absurd. Colonizer always, in all situations, suppresses the language or the languages of the colonized and elevates their own language. If we can destroy their naming system, how they name themselves, that would be one way. But the other way is language. If you can suppress their language and their naming system, they will soon forget who they are. We are really also colonize their mind, and the history carried by that language, and all the knowledges carried by that language, and all the history that makes people feel we are a people. You are alienated from it. Right. And then mentally, you are made to attach yourself, root yourself in conqueror's language, and therefore you're more part of the history carried by that language, the culture carried by that, the world outlook carried by that language. Right. Now, if you know all the languages of the world and you don't know your mother tongue or your first language or the language of your culture, then that's surely self-enslavement, But if you know your mother tongue or your first language, then add all the languages of the world to it. That's empowerment. The choice we really have is between empowerment and self-alienation.
Decolonizing the mind, the politics of language in African literature, Ngugi wa Thiongo. Oh, Ngugi, man, Apple, you have my heart just for that book in itself.
Family, and welcome to Dr. Mumbi Spirituals. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. We're waking up to the news that the voice of a generation, the voice of resistance in the Moi era, has moved into the realm of the ancestors. And this is the timing is impeccable. If you know what is happening and what has been initiated here in Kenya, spiritually, and it's now even coming down mentally, and we're soon going to be seeing it physically. And that is the forced Ituika. Now, the Ituika among the Agikoyo used to be when power was handed from one generation to another at the rightful time. The reason I call it a forced Ituika is because it is time for a new dispensation. It is time for a whole new way of life in Kenya, a whole new way of existence. That previous life of corruption and greed, and we're stealing and we're doing this and we're doing that, Kenya is not there anymore. And Ngugi wa Thiongo was the strongest voice against that in that time. And powerful men like Ngugi wa Thiongo do not just pass on. They exit stage left when the voice of the new generation emerges. And so, his passing is a massive signal, a massive confirmation that we are now in a new generation. There is a new voice for this generation, and it's not just one. We're many. We're many. But we're also ready. And we have been doing our thing. As we've been using the realms of social media. We honor what he did. It's so amazing to see all his books, The River in Between. Is it The Wizard and the Crow? Which one is it? Yeah. It's amazing to see Kenyans celebrating. But a certain conversation has come to an end. A certain thinking and thought process has come to an end. The Itwika is imminent, where there will be a handing over of power to the new generation, just like there's been a handing over of the voice. Soon, and very soon. We send love and light to his children and his family and all those who loved him. This is truly a celebration because he has released something. And our generation is more than ready and more than courageous enough to take that up. And it's not starting now, family. Because when you start to die, it's like a year or 9 months before the actual transition happens. But those are stories for other days.